You know how you tell people stay back home, don't move to America, don't move abroad, stay back in your country, stay back in Nigeria, and then they tell you, why are you saying that to us? You're in America, you are abroad, and you're asking us to stay back in Nigeria, or you're asking us to stay back home. Why don't you come back home? Why are you still there, basically? Okay, yeah. So this video, I'm doing it and I'm saying, watch this video before you move abroad. Okay, watch this video before you move to America, to Canada, to the UK, and wherever. Just basically before you move abroad. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel, and here on my channel I film about family, relationships, beauty, and lifestyle. I also film about things that I think are going to be useful, basically share knowledge that I think somebody out there would need, basically. Well, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always tuning in. If you're new here and you just see me for the first time, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Because here on my channel we learn, we share, and we have fun. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys a list of things that I have written down, basically, on why you should not move to the abroad. I mean, to the USA, to Canada, to the UK, and other abroad countries. Okay, I mean, stay back home, basically. So what I'm going to be sharing today is going to be knowledge based off of my experience and experience from other people. I mean, friends that I've talked to that have moved abroad or that live abroad, away. They live somewhere away from their home, so basically. And I'm going to be using Nigeria and the USA in this video because I live in the USA at the moment and I moved from Nigeria to America. Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm going to be listing out some things or some reason why you should stay in Nigeria, or you should probably watch this and learn and understand what I'm saying and where I'm coming from with this video before you decide to move abroad. Okay, so the first set of people that shouldn't move abroad are those people who are doing well back home. Okay, those people who are making good amount of money, or those people who have good jobs, businesses, or career that they're making good money out of it, basically. So if you're making good money, if you have a good job, if you have a good business, basically if you can afford a decent life based off of your job or your business, do not move abroad. Okay, so in one thing about living in Nigeria is that in Nigeria, it doesn't matter if you earn more or less, you tend to spend less. I mean, what you make sometimes balances out with cost of living. But in America, it doesn't matter what you make, either you're making more or less, you're going to have to spend more. Okay, because everything here is expensive. In Nigeria, being specific, basically, when you have money, you have your accommodation, your house, whatever, you've paid it off. You don't have to pay for water. There are all these hidden bills that we pay when we live abroad that people in Nigeria don't get to pay, basically. So in America, whether you're renting or you're buying your home, you tend to pay mortgage. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you've paid off your mortgage, you still have to pay taxes and so many other things. You pay for water, you pay for light, you pay for health insurance, you pay for house insurance, you pay for life insurance, we practically pay for everything in America except the air we breathe. Okay, so cost of living and income kind of balances out if you live in Nigeria compared to living in America. Okay, now I'm going to also state that not everybody who moved abroad, or not everybody who lives in the USA or in Canada or in Australia, moved because of money, basically. Okay, there are other reasons why some people who live abroad moved from Nigeria to the USA or to Canada, basically. Some reasons could be good health care, rather accessible health care, security, good education, and just all that stuff. Okay, and I'm going to also say that living in the USA and talking about health care being accessible doesn't mean healthcare is cheap or free. Okay, so healthcare is accessible, but it's not cheap and it's not free. I'm going to probably make a video about healthcare system in America sometime, but I'm just saying that not everyone who moved abroad moved because of money. Okay, there are other reasons why some people move abroad, but if you live in Nigeria, or if you live in your home country and you have a good job, or you have a decent life or source of income, basically business and all, don't move abroad. Stay home. Okay, so that's number one reason. So the second group of people that should not move to the USA or abroad are those who are not willing to start from the scratch. I mean, there are most people who have moved to America that are doctors back home, that are lawyers back home, that are whatever they are back home, that move abroad, America, Canada, wherever it is, and they have to start from the scratch. And I mean, start from the scratch means start from the scratch. Okay, so if you're one who's not willing to take the risk of starting from scratch, don't move to America. Basically, stay back in your home and be the king and queen that you are. Okay, yeah, so if you're not willing to start from the scratch, don't come to America. Okay, another set of people that should stay back in Nigeria are those people who are used to being pampered. Okay, I used to be that kind of person before, but if you're used to being pampered, please don't move abroad. Okay, and when I say don't move abroad, I mean, you know, living back home, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be extremely wealthy to afford certain things. Okay, if you're used to having a driver drive you around, if you're used to having a nanny, a driver, a cook, a security person, a housekeeper, and all these things, don't move abroad. Okay, stay back home and enjoy the pamper or the lifestyle that you get. You know, why I say this is that it doesn't really matter how much you make abroad. You know, it's not very often you see people who have all these things I've said. I mean, a nanny, a living nanny, a housekeeper, a driver, a chef, you know, all these things. So if you're used to being pampered, don't move abroad, because the lifestyle abroad is different from the lifestyle in Nigeria. I mean, if you have to have a living nanny over here in the USA, I mean, you're going to pay nothing less than $1,500. That's $1,500 a month. Okay, if you have to have, you know, there are some things you can afford every now and then, maybe babysitters, maybe once in a month or so, have housekeepers come clean your home. But I mean, on a constant, you will not be able to afford that lifestyle. It's beyond just having domestic staffs. I mean, you would learn, if you live in America, you will learn how to do things for yourself. You'll learn how to make your hair, you'll learn how to do your makeup, you'll learn how to take care of your children. Like, I mean, personally, for me, I braid, like, if you guys see me here, aside when I put on wigs, I mean, 90% of the hair I have on, I make myself. I mean, I do braids myself, I make my cornrows myself, I style my hair myself. You know, I have girls, I make their hair, I braid their hair and all that stuff. Okay, if I was in Nigeria, I will make my hair like minimum twice a month. I will not make my children's hair. I'll take them to the salon or get a hairstylist, come home to make their hair and all that stuff. You know, in Nigeria, basically, labor is cheap. Okay, most people can afford what they want, so labor is cheap. I mean, I'm saying this because I even have a younger sister who is single and living by herself, and she has a housekeeper who comes to her house once a month to clean. She has somebody who she sends to the market to buy things for her, and I'm like, here looking, I'm like, oh, you're living the baby girl life. Okay, it's not because she really has so much money. These are things that she can just afford. It doesn't cost a lot, and there are a lot of people out there who are needing jobs and they don't mind doing those kind of things at very little, you know, very cheap, you know, rates basically. So, you know, that's why I say, if you're used to the lifestyle there, you know, you can afford things and all that, don't move abroad. Don't move abroad. Okay. So if you're used to being pampered, you know, you're used to people doing everything for you. You want to go on a trip, you drop your kids over at your grandma's. I mean, you drop your kids over at your sisters and all. Abroad here, you know, even if you have family members, okay, you cannot just run off and drop your kids without even, you know, proper planning. And you cannot even drop your kids as often as you would have actually done if you were in Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria and you're used to being pampered, like living the baby girl life, baby boy life and all that, do not move to the USA. Okay, yes, don't move to the USA. I said that. Yes. Another set of people that shouldn't move abroad are those who are not humble. Okay, I mean, if you are not humble, if you're used to being called sir, madam, oga, boss, and what else they call them, yeah, don't move abroad. Okay, because why I say this is that, you know, the kind of respect or the kind of way respect is perceived here is not the same way as it is back home. Because I know some people that carry this respecting on their head like it fits them, basically. So if you're not humble, don't move abroad. And even not just being, not talking about respect alone, I mean, if you move abroad, okay, and you get a job, you can work. Like, there was a time I had worked with somebody, I mean, my boss at some point was like so many years younger than me. You're going to go to get a job at work, you're going to see somebody who's 27 and you are 47 or 50, and they're your boss. Okay, and the reason for this is that, you know, there are more opportunities here in America, basically. You see, children have more opportunities, or people have more opportunities abroad here, because you see children, high school children, working. Okay, and so they have opportunities to start working from their high school days, and they gain experience, and by the time they're out of college, they're already having, like, their resume is already well built. You know, they have experience to be able to be managers and all that. So you see somebody who is your manager at work that is way younger than you, and they will even call you respectfully when they want to tell you something to do. You hear somebody saying, Michael, oh, Brenda, oh, this person, like, they are not even going to put any type of respect when they're calling your name. So basically, if you know you are not that humble, okay, I mean, if you think, if you're the one who respects me so much to you, don't move abroad. Okay, don't come to the US. Okay, don't go to Canada, because if you have to live and work in America, Canada, you have to be humble. Okay, humility is key to success, key to living a successful life abroad, basically. So if you're not humble, don't move abroad, basically. Yeah. Also, if you are used to living the Owambe life, I mean, you like to chop life, don't move to the USA, don't move abroad. Okay, there are some people who every weekend have parties. I mean, they have occasion, they like to party, they like to, you know, just go for events, basically. Okay, if you're that kind of person, stay home and enjoy. Stay in Nigeria and chop life, because America here, the way we chop life, we chop it differently. Okay, so, you know, here in America, not everybody has time to go attend parties upon parties upon parties. Okay, because here time is of essence. Okay, for me personally, time is very important. Like, if I have to attend your event, you know that it means you mean a lot to me, basically, because people are working constantly, people are working on tight schedules. You know, we have children to raise, we have jobs to go for. It's not like in Nigeria where, you know, you have a wedding in Abuja, you live in Lagos, you take off from work for like a month, or rather you take off from work for like a week to attend the party, you still get paid. You know, I mean, here you can take off from work, you have vacation time, you have PTOs and all that. But then personally, like me, I know when I have to take off from work, I have to take off and use my PTO vacation time very well, not just every time. And even at that, not every time people really have occasions. If you're in Nigeria, you're going to get invitations to parties, to weddings, back to back. And if you're someone that likes that kind of life, back to back, flexing, chopping life, or one and all that, don't move abroad. Don't come to America, because that is not how we live over here. Okay, no. So if you're the party rider kind of person, don't move abroad. Okay, yeah. Another set of people that should not move abroad will be those who are not ready to unlearn and relearn certain things. I mean, cultural stuff. Generally, if you're not the one who's willing to unlearn certain things that you have learned and relearn new cultures, new this and that, don't move to the USA, don't move abroad. And this boils down to very little things and very big things. I mean, let's even bring it back down to marriage, okay, and family structures and everything. Okay, if you're a man, you're an African man, you're a typical Nigerian man, you should not come abroad, because when you come abroad, you will have to help your wife. You will have to be involved in raising the children. I mean, you have to take turns in doing certain things. Okay, so if you're not the one who is hands-on, who's ready to, help raise your children, be, take part in domestic chores and all that, don't come abroad. Don't move abroad. Also, when it comes to finances and work and everything, in America, living abroad, basically, most times when in a family structure where the man and the woman works, you will understand that, they both have to sit down to agree on a way to manage their finances and to, disburse fund and, solve problems and, all that stuff. If you're that kind of Nigerian man or that kind of African man who wants to, make the rules, who wants their wife to work and submit all the income to them, and then they tell them how to do stuff and all that, don't move abroad. Because sometimes if you're like that, it will affect your marriage, and sometimes this is the cause of most of the problems we have in, African marriages or African homes in America. Basically, finances, managing finances, wanting to be in control, one wanting to be in charge and all that. So if you're just somebody who's not ready to unlearn certain cultures and systems and relearn or learn new things, don't move abroad. Okay, yes. So I just thought I'd kind of come here today and do this video, talking about chronicles of living abroad, living in the USA, and just telling you all that life here is not the same way it is in Nigeria. Life in America is not the same way it is back home, wherever you call home, basically. Okay, yeah, it's different. Okay, it is different, and not everybody will come out here and say the truth as it is, but it's important for people to know these things at least before they make decisions to move abroad. Okay, yeah. So if you can relate to what I've said in this video, leave a comment. If you're thinking of moving abroad, watch this. In fact, for most family people, I mean for most husband and wife, you guys have to watch this video, write a written contract, sign it before you decide to move abroad. Okay, yes. So before you move abroad, there are certain things you have to understand: cultural difference, cultural sensitivity, and just so many other things. Okay, so yeah, that being said, I have come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you for subscribing. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Because here on my channel, we learn, we share, and we have fun. Subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.